what they were doing, number one, and if they could see what has happened today, how proud they would be of our university.
Originally established to train Lumbee teachers, the institution opened with 15 students and 1 teacher. It grew into a 4-year university offering bachelor's, master's, and now doctoral degrees with 7,600 students from diverse backgrounds.
Yes.
Sense of purpose and unity. I want us to embrace that future with that renewed sense. So as we celebrate 50 years of the North Carolina Indian Unity Conference, I hope that we will spend time to reflect on that incredible journey that has brought us here. I actually turned 50 this year. We can do a lot in 50 years. The United Tribes has done a lot in 50 years. For half a century, this conference has been a beacon of unity, bringing together communities to share ideas, celebrate our cultures and our histories, and work towards a brighter future. Historical contributions our tribes have made in creating educational access and opportunities for our people.
In the tribes here in North Carolina, what the ranking of those are, and then communities, because I imagine it varies a little bit depending on the community. But if for me to plan and allocate resources to address these,
I went to vocational school at the University of Alaska Anchorage, and I learned how to weld. I became a welder by trade. I got certified as a welder, started working as a welder, and I did that for 3 years. And I stayed in school, and I was studying psychology and all the electives and stuff, things I was interested in. And then I got a job working on an oil rig in Alaska, the North Slope. So I did that for 5 more years, working in the oil field. But at the same time, I was traveling back and forth between Los Angeles and Alaska and I would, on my time off, I would study acting classes, and it was something that was like a hobby. I didn't really think I was gonna make it in acting. I didn't even think I would get an opportunity, honestly. But I liked the class, I liked to act, and it was fun, and so I just kind of stuck with it and kept working on the oil rig. And when I quit, I moved back to LA and just started pursuing it. Yeah.
Important to me because it validated them in a way that their story had been forgotten. So many of you in here are vets, I know, veterans of many wars. Native Americans serve at the highest grade of anyone. I don't need to tell this room that. But if you've ever been to Washington, D.C., and to the Vietnam Memorial Wall, there is nothing more powerful than running your hand on those names of that wall. This is that wall. This recognizes and validates what so many people like Ramona held inside because they were scared, afraid, and ashamed and unrecognized. Our stories had impact. We've been nominated for 13 awards, and shortly after our investigation on the sexual abuse of 1,000 Native American children, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops issued for the first time a formal apology for their role of trauma that they caused at Indian boarding schools.